Intelligence is the ability to learn, understand, and apply knowledge to solve problems. But some topics can be beyond even the most intelligent people. Some films are like that too, understood by only a small minority. This is usually due to their philosophical themes and layered narratives. Today, we're diving into 7 films so layered that most people walk away confused. By the end of this video, you'll be closer to understanding these films. Let's begin with a movie that made physicists go back to their whiteboards. Primer, 2004 by Shane Carruth. Imagine building a time machine in your garage. Now imagine using that machine on yourself, again and again and again. That's Primer. With a budget smaller than most commercials, this film explores time travel not as spectacle, but as a terrifying logical puzzle. The characters become lost in their own timelines, creating doubles, paradoxes, and fractured memories. There's no exposition, no comforting music, no one to hold your hand. Dialogue is pure engineering jargon. Scenes repeat with subtle variations. Viewers are forced to construct their own timelines, literally with charts and graphs. Why is it hard? Because Primer reflects the way real knowledge works: messy, unclear, full of unintended consequences. And the deeper you go, the more you realize this isn't just about time travel. It's about control, greed, and how easily human trust collapses. But where Primer is cold and mechanical, our next film is emotional chaos made flesh. Synecdoche, New York, 2008, by Charlie Kaufman. A theater director named Caden Cotard decides to recreate his entire life in a warehouse. Every person he knows, every street he's walked, every conversation, rebuilt. And then inside that simulation, new simulations are built. Actors playing actors, playing actors. A play that never ends. Time passes, but you're never sure how much. Characters die, then reappear. Caden eventually casts someone to play himself. It's a film about identity, mortality, the impossibility of being understood, and it hits deep. Because at some point, every viewer realizes, this is me. I'm building a version of myself every day, hoping someone will notice, hoping I'll notice. No easy answers, no clean resolution. Just a painful mirror. And that mirror only gets darker in the next film. Inland Empire, 2006, by David Lynch. If dream logic could be downloaded into a film reel, this would be it. A Hollywood actress takes a role in a cursed film. Then, reality begins to unravel. She becomes someone else. Or is she dreaming? Are we? Scenes don't follow linear time. People morph. Motifs repeat endlessly. Rabbits in suits, static televisions, disembodied voices. You're not watching a story. You're trapped inside a mind unspooling. And that's the genius. Lynch doesn't care if you understand. He wants you to feel. He wants you uncomfortable, lost, paranoid. Because that's how life feels when the subconscious takes over. This is cinema as nightmare, one that never ends. But what if a film didn't just challenge your mind, but tried to rewire your soul? The Holy Mountain, 1973, by Alejandro Jodorowsky. A Christ-like figure climbs a mountain, accompanied by 7 individuals who represent the planets and the vices of man. Along the way, they witness capitalist rituals, spiritual absurdities, and violent awakenings. Every frame is symbolic. Frogs reenact wars, statues bleed milk, religious, political, and sexual imagery collide. The message? Enlightenment isn't found in systems or gurus. It's found by destroying illusion. And in the final scene, spoiler alert, the camera pulls back. We see the film crew. The illusion breaks. Jodorowsky stares into the audience and says,
"Is this life reality? No. It is a film."
He doesn't want you to just understand the story. He wants you to realize you're part of a bigger one. But not all films need surrealism to shatter your perception. Some use silence. Like 2001, A Space Odyssey, 1968, by Stanley Kubrick. What begins as an ancient tribe discovering tools becomes a journey through space, technology, and human evolution. The infamous HAL 9000, the AI who kills out of logic, not emotion. The Stargate sequence, the transformation into the Star Child. What does it all mean? Kubrick doesn't say. He removes traditional narrative. He replaces it with pure visual language, like a symphony, but with light and color. And in doing so, he forces the viewer to confront humanity's place in the cosmos, not through dialogue, but through awe. Some say it's about evolution. Others say it's about God. Maybe it's both. But what if losing identity wasn't cosmic, but intimate? That's where Upstream Color 2013 comes in, also by Shane Carruth. A woman is drugged, her memories manipulated, her sense of self erased. Then she meets a man who might have gone through the same thing. Their lives become synchronized, their traumas intertwined. There's barely any exposition. Dialogue is fragmented. Emotions ripple through visuals and sound. Pigs share memories with humans. Orchids change hands like currency. It sounds bizarre. It is bizarre. But beneath it all, there's a haunting truth. When we lose our sense of self, we cling to anyone who seems familiar, even if we don't know why. This isn't a love story. It's a story about the fragments left behind after manipulation. And that brings us to perhaps the most haunting film of all. Last year at Marienbad, 1961, by Alain Resnais. A man approaches a woman in a Baroque hotel. He says they met last year. She says they didn't. The film repeats. Same lines, same rooms, different angles. Who's right? Did the affair happen? Is the woman trapped in a memory, or is the man inventing her? It's a puzzle with no center, a hypnotic loop that questions time, desire, and memory itself. The camera glides like a ghost. Dialogue is poetic and unnatural. It's not meant to be solved, it's meant to be felt. The confusion is the point. So, what do all these films have in common? They reject comfort. They reject formula. They demand vulnerability. To truly understand them, you have to surrender to the ambiguity, to the disorientation, to the possibility that there may be no single meaning. Which one of these films messed with your mind the most? Let us know in the comments, and if you're brave enough, try watching them all again, because sometimes it takes getting lost to finally find yourself. Thank you for watching.